Hi and welcome back. And I'd like to show you a self-care exercise for the psoas. Now, the psoas is one of the hip flexors, which are the group of muscles that help us bring our leg or swing our leg forward when we're walking. And the psoas is one of the major muscles of those hip flexors. And you may have heard the expression when you've gone to the gym or the physio. It's quite a commonly used description. The psoas or tightening of the psoas is implicated in lower back pain because of the relationship of the muscle with the lumbar spine. But if we've got a short leg, that can also be indicative of a shortened psoas because of the relationship between the psoas and the pelvis and the distortion that it can have on the pelvis. It's common to have this tightening when we sit a lot, especially in chairs such as these or the chairs we normally use, because that position already shortens the psoas. And if we're in a position for about 20 minutes, that starts to feel normal. And we integrate that into our postural patterns. So we end up with kind of chronically tightened psoas. It can also be really responsive to our emotional states. So if you've got back pain or stiffness, if you're feeling stressed and tired, if you notice that your breathing is quite shallow, this is a good exercise to do because of the relationship between the psoas and the diaphragm. Freeing up the psoas can have an effect on the diaphragm and on the breath. Now I want to say a little bit about ortho-bionomy because these self-care exercises are based on the principles of ortho-bionomy. And in ortho-bionomy, what we do is we exaggerate the distortion. And so if something is shortened or contracted, we find a way to contract or shorten that even more. Because what we're working with is with the proprioception, which is how the body knows where it is in space. And when we show the body what it does, it has a response, and often that response is one of releasing tension. Now, key to this is also that the distortion also tends to be the most comfortable position. So when we find a comfortable position, we know we're in the right place to affect a change. Now in a session we would add compression, which speeds up the process to between 30 seconds or 20 seconds and a minute. But doing a self-care exercise, we can't add that compression, so we lie there for longer in order to give the body a chance to have a response. So I'll hand you over to the demonstration. Thanks. For this exercise, we need a chair, a cushion, and the floor. The cushion's merely for comfort, so if you're more comfortable without the cushion under your head, just take it away. That's fine. And what we're going to do is side bend to the right and to the left. Now, it doesn't matter which side you go first, but what we're looking for is the most comfortable position, which isn't more comfortable to the right. In this demonstration, clearly it's the right. And then we're going to fine tune that. So do I need to go a little bit less, a little bit more? How do I position my head, my arms, so that I can find that sweet spot? And in doing this, we're shortening the psoas on the right-hand side, which is going to be the release, or which is going to release the tension. And we're going to lie here for 4 to 5 minutes. And as the body makes its own adjustments, that sweet spot is going to change. So we may need to change our position and maybe a turn of the head, roll the arm out, whatever it is. And after that 4 to 5 minutes, what we're going to do is take the side bend to the other side again and then back to neutral. Because what that shows the body is that there's been a change. And then we're going to get up and move around. And again, as with all of these exercises, when you're finished and you get up, move around and notice the difference, because it's the movement which allows the body to make sense of the changes and to integrate those changes. And the noticing what's different will also contribute to that. Thanks. For more information, you can go to my website or visit me on Facebook.